Hey guys, welcome back to Radial Dynamics. I'm Eric Amato, and today I have a special demonstration showing you my latest steering reservoir designed specifically for monster trucks. Now, to start, this is one of my standard Vortex reservoir designs that's 4 inches in diameter by 8 inches tall, and in the off-road world, it's generally considered to be a relatively large reservoir. Monster trucks, however, require monster-sized hardware, and this is the new Monster Vortex reservoir. Now, it's based on the same patent-pending baffle design as its smaller brother, which is highly effective at removing gas and air bubbles from steering fluid. However, I've taken this one a step further and I've made a small design change internally that allows it to work upside down. It's the only reservoir on the market that does this. So if you've seen the stunts that are coming out of the monster truck world over the past few years, drivers are putting on some insane displays of driving talent, performing stunts that we didn't even think were possible 10 years ago. Now, in particular, stunts like backflips and bicycles and moonwalking, where drivers walk the truck back and forth just standing up on the front axle, they're incredible to watch, and as you can imagine, they wreak havoc on every fluid system within the truck. Steering is no exception because when these trucks spend sometimes minutes at a time at 90 degrees or more off camber, air can get pulled into that system and then it won't get pulled back out until the truck is back on level ground and actually shut off and not running anymore. So not only does this reservoir help separate and remove any gas or air bubbles that work their way into the system, but it actually works upside down to prevent air from getting in there in the first place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up on my pump test stand. I'm going to flip this upside down while it's running and we're going to see what happens. Okay, so right now I have the reservoir hanging from the ceiling and it's plumbed into a very simplified hydraulic circuit, which is consisting of a high flow steering pump, a flow meter, and a filter before returning back to the reservoir. Now in between the reservoir and the pump, there's a sight glass, and you can see right now that the sight glass is already full of fluid because I've already filled the system and bled it, which was actually very easy to do using this reservoir since it removes any air as it comes in. But just to prove that there is actually air in this reservoir and that it's not overfilled, I'm going to use this little strip of cardboard just to show you that the fill level is about 1.5 inches below the top of the reservoir. Keep in mind that we want to leave some airspace in here so that the fluid has room to expand as it heats up, and that any bubbles, whether they're created by air ingestion into the system or just from cavitation within the pump, have some place to go. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this pump fired up. So there you have it. This is the only steering reservoir that's been designed to work right side up, upside down, or any orientation in between. And it's been implemented by some of the biggest names in the monster truck world, along with my filter and pressure relief valve combo assembly as essentially a steering enhancement upgrade kit. Now, the reservoir features standard mounting brackets that match a lot of monster truck steering reservoirs, so in a lot of applications, this actually is a bolt-in unit. It's available now on the Radial Dynamics online store, and if you have any questions about upgrading the steering on your monster truck or Ultra 4 car, rock crawler, rock bouncer, whatever you have, I'm happy to help. Feel free to reach out, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks for tuning in.